What's up, guys? Great morning. Great morning. Let me get some shout outs. It's time to get this call rocking and rolling. Let me get some shout outs here. Great morning, Bibby. Great morning, Sade. Congratulations on your sale yesterday, her first sale, right? Great morning, Mommy. Great morning, Yosef. Great morning, Dudley. Great morning, Justin. Great morning, Misha. I love you, baby. Great morning, Lois. Great morning, Chanel. Great morning, Cedar. Great morning, Talia. Great morning. I can't see who these last two people are. Your name is not there, but Trini Love, and then Zoom user. That's all I know there. Obviously, guys, we like to do this with our calls on, right? Make sure that you guys have your video on. I want to be able to see you. I want to be able to talk directly to you, right? So with that being said, let's get it. Guys, get those cameras on. Yeah, it's starting to look great. Joseph, you look amazing. Let me get Tharley in the game here. All right, guys. For whatever reason, you may not be able to turn your camera on, right? Don't worry about it. We know what you look like. I just want to see you so that I can talk directly to you. If not, then it feels like I'm talking to myself. So with that being said, guys, this is our company call. It is Friday, as always, 10 a.m., right? I'm sorry that we didn't have the music for you, right? I'm actually in my car outside of the Philadelphia office right now. Why? Because I can't wait to meet these guys inside the office at 11 a.m. right after we get off to this call. But obviously, this time is our praise time. I like to give you guys shout outs, right? For the people who are actually the backbone of this company, the people who are actually kicking ass, taking names, no retreat, no surrender attitude, and actually making it happen, not making excuses, right? So with that being said, let me get these guys in here. Got you in here, Jonathan. As always, guys, please try to join 5 minutes early if you can. If not, we wait 5 minutes after to start these calls, right? Just so we can make sure that we got everybody on. So with that being said, it's time to get some shout outs, guys, right? So first and foremost, right, I definitely want to make sure that we give it up for somebody who is a fan favorite here. Obviously, right, somebody that I think has great potential here to be able to start their own market, start their own campaign. I'm looking forward to it. Tim is not on this call, but we want to make sure we give it up for him because he'll watch it back on the playback value, right? Tim made $2,230 this week, guys. Please take your phone off mute. Don't be a hater. Let's be a congratulator and let's give it up for Tim Lamb, guys.
Yay, Tim! Yay!
Let's go.
Tim is playing no games out here each and every week, right? Can you guys imagine how hard he's working? It's not easy for him, but he is making sure that he does whatever it takes so that he can become successful. He is blocking out all negativity, not being distracted. So we'll give it up for you, Tim, right? Hopefully you guys watch this on the playbook value. I also want to give it up for someone, right, who is selfless with her time, managing a market now at this point, making sure that she takes full responsibility for these guys. And I think that these guys have a lot of praise for her at this point. I can hear it. I can see it, right? It's all in their production. See, the real measure of an actual leader is how successful people are around you. And CETA is doing just that with $1,302.78, guys. Give it up for CETA.
Oh,
Good job.
Hey,
Let's go, CETA. Good job.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Couldn't have done it without you guys.
We need 30 to 60 seconds, CETA.
Honestly, I couldn't have done it without you guys. The support, the love, the people that are in this company. You know, I love all of you greatly. And I thank you guys. You know, you guys are always there. Anytime I need something, you guys are always there. It's just, it takes a great team to build a great leader. So I appreciate you guys very much. And I thank you.
No, thank you, CETA. Thank you, CETA. Right? All right, guys, give it up for CETA Moore. All right, next on the list, moving forward, right? I want to make sure that we give it up. These two people are not on the call, right? But first and foremost, let's give it up for Janae, right? With $1,161.50. I want to make sure that she hears this. Even though she's not on the call, she'll watch it on the playback value, right? With that being said, Miss Madison, we giving it up for you right now, guys.
Woo! Go ahead. Woo! Hey. Yes.
Janae is somebody that just got here to the company. Don't accept any excuses. If you guys have ever spoken to Janae on the phone, she got her kids in the background. Sometimes she's actually disciplining her kids while she's on the call, literally taking the phone call. She's somebody that was here, right? Share some things with me. Well, I'll just share this with you. She was able to buy a vehicle, right? Since being here. You know what that means, right? When you're actually able to be mobile, right? That gives you back some more of your time, some more freedom. So now she's using the money to buy back her freedom. Now at this point, she's already starting to recruit. So she's starting to receive that recruiter's credit. Obviously, the point here that I'm trying to drive home is that if you want to make your life better, you can absolutely do that. No one's holding you back from it. No excuses, no retreat, no surrender is the attitude. We want to make sure we give it up for you, Miss Madison. Great job there. Next person on the list is Mike Dupree, kicking ass each and every week. He texted me this morning, man, I thank you for this opportunity. And just shout out to you, Mike, right now with $1,620. Give it up for Mike Dupree.
Woo, Mike. Great job, guys.
Nicely done.
I can't wait, right? I can't wait because I wish we had him on these calls so that he can actually speak for himself, right? But I can tell you this, he's been in this business a very long time. He's worked on multiple campaigns, and he will tell you himself that he is the happiest here. He is the happiest now. Whatever it is, maybe it's the freedom, maybe it's the actual money, maybe it's the opportunity that he has, maybe the fact that he can just go home at a certain hour and be with his family and make the type of money that he wants to make. He's appreciative, he's grateful, and that's exactly why he's winning. So, Mike, we're giving it up for you, brother. Now, the next person on this list is somebody, man, that just got here as well. She was a recruit of Janae's, right? Janae came in, kicked ass, taking names, right? And then she saw her immediate circle. She saw someone in her immediate circle that she could help, right? Somebody she respected and admired. You know what she did? She said, hey, listen, get with this company. Go sign up for a virtual interview. She took the virtual interview. You like what you heard? Okay, great. Did they schedule you for an in-office interview? Absolutely. Who you gonna meet with? Oh, you gonna meet with Quincy? I met with that guy, right? You're gonna love him, right? I met with her, took her out to meet with Dudley inside the field. She took off like a rocket. So this week already, right? $1,130 inside of her account, guys. It's in her account right now. Give it up. Woo-hoo!
Woo, go ahead.
Woo-hoo! She texted me something yesterday, right? And I share this, guys, as encouragement, right? As encouragement. She texted me something yesterday. Hey, I'm buying a car. I'm not making none of this up, guys. She texted me yesterday, said, hey, I'm buying a car. She's putting herself in a better situation so that she can make more money. She has a no retreat, no surrender attitude. She's putting in the work. She deserves it. So please make sure you take your phone off mute and give it up one more time for Jasmine.
Go,
Yay! Good job.
Now, by the way, we got some honorable mentions, and I feel the need to give out some honorable mentions this week, right? I want to give it up for Dudley. Matter of fact, 800 and what's the exact amount, Dudley? How much you make this week? Come off mute.
870.
$870, just shy of $1,000 this week, guys. Do me a favor, guys. Don't give them a full hand clap, but give them one of these. Yeah, right away, right? Kudos to you. Not only is that his money for his actual sales, but he also give recruiter credit. Who did he bring in? He brought in a superstar, Janae. Every time she make money, he making money, right? He could buy a sandwich every time she make a sale. Just so you guys understand something, he can go to Subway every time she make a sale. Every time that little ding ding come through, oh shit, a Subway sandwich. I can get a meatball. Maybe they'll give you some cheese with it, right? Obviously, that's what that recruiter's credit mean, right? That is a real deal here at this company, right? Another person I want to make sure that we give honorable mention to is, I want to give it up for Chanel. Great job, right? $741 is just shy of $1,000. You in the game, right? 3/4 there. Right? And obviously with that big check that you got last week, I already know. This month right here, you're going to have a major month, right? I'm looking forward to you doing at least $5,000 your first month here. At least $5,000 your first month here. And now a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of companies can brag and boast this way. You know, they'll talk about it, but they not actually on a call, giving people shout outs. This is people's real checks. This is really what's inside of their account. We not shy here, right? It's total clarity, and I love that about us. With that being said, guys, those are our honorable mentions. Great job so far, guys. Keep kicking ass and taking names, right? Now, I can say a lot, but I don't want to hold you guys up this week. Today is already Friday, obviously, right? And you guys already see your numbers. For those of you that are on the board and you're underneath 5 sales, you have work to do, right? Sade just got to this company. She's underneath 5 sales. Sade, you have work to do. Why? Because you got to get in contact with the clients. You got to get in contact with the customers. If you don't have paper and pen writing down everybody you spoke with, then your wood is wet. You need to make sure that you keep good file. But for the most part, guys, I think about who you guys want to become. And I want you guys to understand something, that in order to become first, you got to become it. Right? In order to become, you got to become it. It's very important, right? I thought about something last night as I was on the phone with Cedar till about 11:30, almost 12 o'clock midnight, right? Imagine that, right? We're on a call at 8 a.m. in the morning, and then we were still up speaking about, guys here who actually working, right? Why? Because we love you so much. That's how much we love you, right? We want to make sure that you guys are doing well. Again, you can only measure success when you're a leader by everybody else around you and their success. So when we have someone that is underneath 5 sales, I take deep offense to it. I start to look around like, hey, what aren't they doing? Take a look. Have they completed Bridge the Gap University? I want you to, are they working a full shift? How's their attitude, right? Oh, man, great. Don't have a good attitude. Okay, good. What can we do to get their attitude back on track? These are all things that we do to reinforce the fact that you need to make money. Right? I don't want to see anybody underappreciated here. So with that being said, I just think about, guys, I want to give you guys some framework that I always think about in my decision-making processes, right? In life now at this point. I look at this thing by 3 different ways, right? 3 different ways. I think whether I'm going to fight, whether I'm going to take flight, or whether I'm going to freeze, right? And that's all I think about. I think of it in those 3 terms, right? Whether I'm going to fight, whether I'm going to take flight, or whether I'm going to freeze. Well, what do you mean, right? It comes down to this, right? What do you want to become? What do you want to become? Let me call on somebody, right? BB, what do you want to become?
I want to become rich.
Joseph, okay, right? But I want to hear from BB, and we're going to get back to you, Joseph, right? BB, if you can, come off mute, right? Interact with me for a little bit. Plus, you don't have your camera on. But what do you want to become? Okay, we calling on you. Don't miss your opportunity to speak on these calls, guys. People need to get a chance to get to know you. You need to communicate with other successful people, and there are very successful people on this call. All right, BB, unmuted, camera on. Don't be. Okay, great job. Okay, good. So listen, Yosef spoke up, and thank you for that, Yosef. Yosef said, man, I want to be rich, right? Now, what that comes down to, what do you need to do to be rich?
Well, I have to work a lot and get multiple sources of income, but it's a long ride. It's a lot of work to do, but that's my goal.
Okay. Well, let me define it for you, right? Right now, you got to trade your money, you got to trade your time for money, right? And then you got to increase your skill sets, because increasing your skill sets is going to pay you more money for your time, and to the point where you can actually give all of this back, right? Does everybody understand what I just said? Okay,
yes.
Good to go. I'm just trying to give you guys some good framework here. Now, with that being said, right, when I think about that and what you got to do, because you said it's a lot of work, right? And I just want you to understand what that means. And I'm breaking that down now. But my next thing is that, are you going to fight, right, for what you want, right, so that you can go get it? Or are you going to take flight, or are you going to freeze and not make the decisions?
Well, I'm gonna make it happen, because it's up to me, and the success is my duty. Success is my duty, and if I don't do it, no one is gonna do it for me. So it's up to me. If the future, I'm gonna predict my future if I do the right things now. So I'm gonna fight.
I love it. I love it. Now, when you say it, right, I need for you to say it with your wholeheartedly with your chest, because I can tell you right now, right? Can you think of a time, right? Can you think of a time where you didn't fight for what it is that you said you wanted? Can you think of a time when you
Yes.
took flight?
Yes, probably yes.
Absolutely. Everybody on this call can, if you're being honest and transparent with everybody on this call. And that's at a time where you got to say to yourself, hold up, what am I doing? This is what I wanted. This is, I have a clear path to success, right? What am I doing? Am I freezing, or am I taking flight, or am I fighting here? And that's how I make my decision process. When it was time for me to wake up this morning and make sure I got inside the car to drive to Pennsylvania, inside of my head, I'm thinking like, hey man, I'm tired. You know, at 2 a.m., I didn't get my son to bed till 2 a.m. this morning, right? And now it's 6 a.m. and I'm really tired. I only got 4 hours of sleep, if that, right? What are you gonna do? I got 3 choices. I could fight, take flight, or I can freeze. What do you guys think I did?
You did.
Took flight.
Absolutely. Guys, I'm just telling you right here and right now, you have to understand every decision you make gets you closer to your dreams and closer to your goals. That's how I look at everybody. I look at you when you're talking to me like, hey, listen, oh man, he about to take flight. There's people on this call I can say like, hey man, oh man, they about to take flight. I can see it, I can hear it. Or better yet, oh man, they about to freeze. They about to not make the decision. They about to just stand still. They're stuck. Oh my God. And I'm gonna tell you something, making no decision is making a bad decision. You have to make the decision to fight. And when you do not, at that point right there, do me a favor. And when you choose not to fight, don't take nobody with you. Do you guys understand what I'm saying to you? Don't take nobody with you. When you held your hand up and said, hey, bro, I don't want to fight. I'm just gonna kind of take the back door. Don't take nobody with you. You go alone, right? Because that's admirable. At least that's honorable to me, right? It's not honorable for you to, and then start the recruiting other, hey, listen, I don't want to fight. And I don't think you should fight neither. You can't do this. It's hard. It's hot. I'm hungry. There's people on this call that won't accept that as an answer. I won't accept it. Try me with it. Somebody give me a lame ass excuse on why I'm not going to be successful today. Come on, say it to me with your chest. Make it make sense right now. Let's do it. Say to me what you say to someone else when you're ready to not fight. Yeah. See, it's a different story now, right? I like this because I want you guys to think about this. In your decision-making process today, you say to yourself, am I a fighter? Am I a flighter? Or am I just a freezer? And I think that right there will help you make better decisions today and for the rest of your life. All right, guys. With that being said, great job there. I also want to speak about, just moving up and how you get to the next level inside of this company here. You know why I'm in PA? I'm in PA to make sure that we offer more opportunity to people, right? That's exactly what you guys see me doing when I open up these new offices. I'm creating more and more opportunity for people that I haven't even met yet, right? When I pull up to a market and I get my hotel and I go find the office and I have Charlene start running my ads and I meet them for the first time and I shake people's hand, I don't know them. I interview them. I believe in them. I take them to the field. I see if they're worthy. I see if they can do this. I literally tell them, hey, man, your life gonna change. And that's a big, bold ass statement for me to say, right? Like, who the hell am I? What are you talking about? My life gonna change. I'm 30 years old. I'm 20 years old. I'm 40 years old. What are you talking about? My life's gonna change. How can you guarantee that? What are you talking about? Well, let's take a look, right? Because I'm a practical type of guy. And I don't just always deal with emotion. I like to deal with documentation. Cool. What's your bills like? Okay, great. So you need to make this much per month, right? So cool. If we're actually able to double your income so that you can pay your bill and have storage, does that not change your life? Well, yeah, that changes my life. You know what they do, right? Then at that point, shoulder them up with somebody. I don't just leave them there to say, hey, figure it out. You're here now. No, Hey, listen, let me introduce you to somebody that's going to show you exactly what to do today. Matter of fact, you don't even have to learn yet. Do me a favor. Just use your communication skills. Call it into the call center. Get paid. That's how simple we make the process here. Obviously, so that your life can change, so that we're not just blowing hot air. You guys see the results each and every week. If you don't see it, watch it back on YouTube. Just go to our YouTube page. Click on any week you would like, and you see the 1K earners here. You see the 2K earners, sometimes 3K earners per week. Doctor, lawyer money. Money like as if you've been on your job for 30 years, right? But you're communicating. You're actually building a skill set. Why? You're learning sales. You're learning entrepreneurship, right? You're learning how to be a leader. All of these things matter. So when I say to you guys that here the way to move up is either you're appointed or either you're anointed, it's because sometimes I may just come to you. I may just see something in you and say, hey, listen, you stand back for a second. I want to speak to you directly. Right? I need to speak to you directly. Listen, you have a leadership quality that is rare. Let me show you how special this is. You know the type of person, right? They always getting a call like, hey, where you at? The party don't start till you get there. Right? Now, the problem is that no one's told you that more than likely you're a leader. But you're not leading anybody at a party. You follow what I'm saying? They want you there because you're a leader, but you're not leading everybody at a party. So the idea is that, guys, I just want you guys to start thinking like it, right? Because we have more and more opportunity, and in order to get there, cool, I may just appoint you. And now let's talk about the anointed. The anointed process, I love it, right? Because again, I can't make anybody become. I hear a whole lot of people talking about I can't make anybody become. How do you do it? With results. You do it with results because you're anointed, right? You're going out, you're hitting tier 3. Tier 3 is nothing more than 5 sales, by the way. Can you make 5 sales in the course of a day?
Yes.
Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. Everybody on here should know that, right? It's not a secret. You can make 5 sales in a day. We got the leaders board to actually prove it. Anytime you're over 3 sales, your numbers goes in red because that is a juicy day, right? 3.0 is a juicy day. More importantly though, guys, I want you guys to say to yourself, right? How can you have a bad week when you can make up your whole week in a day here? If you can go out and write 5 sales in the course of a day, and 5 sales puts you at tier 3 on the week, right? And still puts you on that list at the end of the week here, how you go a whole week underneath 5 sales?
You have to not work all week.
You have to not work all week.
Yep.
And now, do me a favor, right? When you choose not to fight, don't take anybody with you. Because at that point, are you being a fighter? Are you being a fighter? Or are you being a freezer?
Freezer.
All day long. All day long. Do freezers make it to the history books?
Not usually.
Do flighters make it to the history books?
Rarely.
Nah, only the fighters, guys.
Only the fighters.
Only the fighters. See, the fighters is a reserve club for the fighters. And that's exactly what we are, a community of fighters. And never forget that, guys. Never forget that. If you guys think to yourself, man, like, hey, what would Q do? Q would fight. What are we talking about here? You guys will see me do it time and time again. I pull up on you in your field, at your home. You see me on this Zoom call. Q will make it happen. Because Q's gonna fight. And I need to know that you guys are gonna fight as well, right? You guys making that decision. But obviously, right, let me get back to it. Because now when you're anointed, you need to make tier 3. You need to be at tier 3 consistently, right? Once you're at tier 3 for 4 weeks, and then now you actually start recruiting. Now, by the way, you can recruit starting day 1 here. If you notice, right, Janae has already recruited, I think, 3 people. Janae has recruited Jasmine, Chanel, and I think Zakisha or Latoya. One of those 3. And correct me if I'm incorrect, right? So she's already up to 3 recruits. Latoya. Is Latoya on the call, by the way?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, right, you know, she's already recruited 3 people. She got 2 more people to recruit. And then I'm looking like, hold up, we got 5 people that you recruited plus yourself. I'm tallying up like, hold up, they did 30 sales this week. At that point, I'm like, hold up, listen, you know, you see your recruits, good. You got a nice recruiter's credit. You got a nice recruiter's check. But what I need for you to do is, I'm sorry, guys, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
My phone
Yeah,
just,
you
okay,
went out.
good. Yeah, forgive me. My phone just got too hot. So we're going to wind this down. But the idea is that once she recruits 5 people plus herself and they do 30 sales for the next 4 weeks there, automatically she gets promoted. She's anointed. It's nothing that I can hold back from her. It's nothing that you can hold back from her. You're watching it inside a Telegram already, right? At that point. And then at that point, she becomes a part of the inner circle, the leadership here, right? She's going to get more visibility, more guidance. The leadership here is a part of a team that helps this whole company to run. It is not just myself. Each and every Wednesday, when we get up at 7 a.m. in the morning, is to make sure that we coach and we teach on how to become successful because we have done it. And we want to make sure that we share it. That's what the community is all about. That's why I keep telling you guys, stay close to the fire. That's where it's lit at. Because you want to be around successful people. You want to be around people with the right mindset, right? And whenever you're not around it, you feel it. You know that something is off. That's all you need to take accountability again and say, hold up, I need to stay close to the fight. What is it that I can do here? Right? So with that being said, guys, I just want to go over that. Is that clear? Do you guys understand fully how you're anointed or you're appointed here?
Anointed, yes, but how does the appointing work? Sometimes you see real leadership and you just say, all right, we got to go and do this.
Oh, it's obvious. It's obvious. First off, the accountability is there. The accountability is there. You'll be on every call. You'll be listening. You'll be taking notes, right? Second off, right, you'll be selfless with your time. If someone needs help, you won't wait on anybody to tell you, hey, man, listen, they need help. You'll just go and help them. You just, hey, listen, let's study together. Hey, let's work together. Let me get your numbers up. Take you out with me. That type of deal. Selfless with your time, right? I'll hear it in the way that everybody else talks around you. Literally.
Well,
Hey,
I
man,
feel
listen,
like
I love working. I love working. Yep. Good job. Good job. And listen, automatic, this is not things that you have to say. I'm just giving you guys the game. I'm just giving you guys shortcuts and obvious things that needs to start happening around you, right? Since you asked a great question, Mike. You know, I can hear it in the people that you're around. They'll say, no, listen, Chanel, great. Tomorrow in the morning, I told her that I'm gonna meet her wherever she at. Right, absolutely. Listen, absolutely, Sade. You're proof, right, of that. That's what I'm talking about.
I
That's
had
what I'm
Chanel
talking about.
for an hour this morning. I know she tired of me. All these questions I got. I know she's sick of me. But I do have a question, if it's okay for me to interrupt for Chanel. I know yesterday, or it might have been, I got kids.
Shut up, Saturday.
Days run together. When we had our meeting, you said that when we call customer, you said shut up. Oh, I. You answered. You asked that question already.
No. Listen. Go ahead.
Finish answering it. I'm gonna finish asking it then. Do she get the $30 for putting my orders in? Boom. That's all I wanted to know.
No, she did that. No, she did that.
She was getting paid for putting those orders in.
Right. I told her
No.
I'm just helping you. Yeah.
No, not at all. She doesn't. Right? She's doing something selfless for you. You don't be sad. You guys are breaking up on me, but can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good to go. So listen, she's doing something selfless for you because she sees her future
on us too. Okay.
What about now? Let me know when you guys can hear me clear.
It keep going in and out. I don't know if it's you or Sade.
That Sade keep going out. You fine, Quincy.
Okay, very good. So Sade, I got the point, and I want to drive this home, right? She's doing something selflessly for you. Why? Because she sees herself tomorrow and the next day. She's playing the long game like real leaders do, right? She's being selfless right now to get you started because she wants to show her leadership skills. That's what I'm talking about right now. That's how you get appointed. That's how you get appointed. She got that stuff that people can't buy, and I get a chance to see it. I get a chance to see it. Like you can't buy that. You know how many times I done promoted someone to manager and you know, or better yet, I done walked inside of a sales office and I can tell that the manager is not really the manager. I mean, they're just the person on paper, the manager, but that's not who people look up to. That's not who people want to go to lunch with. That's not who people want to receive the information from. And that to me is always like, that's a tragedy. And I try to correct those mistakes as soon as I see them. Like, hold up, you're the wrong person. This person is really the person. They're anointed. You just were appointed. Because even me, in appointing someone, I often make mistakes. But you get the opportunity to sink or swim. And you take that opportunity at that point. If I need to correct my mistakes, I'm man enough to, though. Right? Just like anybody else would. So, great question. Thank you for that, Sade. So, obviously, guys, any other questions on anointed or appointed?
No.
With that being said, guys, listen, you know, we got an iPhone Max 13 Pro up for grabs this month. Did y'all forget about that?
Nah.
Nope. And I just broke mine, so I need a new one.
Hey, that is crazy. We got one of these up for grabs. We got one of these up for grabs. Like, hey, you know what? Look, what you got to do to qualify for this? Can someone tell me the 3 things you got to do to qualify for this?
What you gotta do?
Be the top seller. Be on all Zoom calls. I don't know what the third one is.
A lot of people be disqualified just by the calls. I can't wait to tally that up, right? And then obviously, you're not going to qualify making little sales. You're not going to hit the install rate. And it's okay. But how many of you guys decided to just take flight on this damn thing? Or just freezing on this? How many?
I'm
by the
taking
way,
flight on the iPhone.
you taking flight on the iPhone?
Yes.
Did you? Okay. What do you mean to say? Because if you're taking flight on the iPhone, it's not slang, so it's not
I'm
mean
taking
take off.
flight to get the iPhone. Like, I'm trying to get my sales up because I just broke mine. So I need a new one. So I need to get these sales up.
Okay. So that means you're fighting for the iPhone. Absolutely. You're not taking flight. Taking flight or freezing, right? Is not what you want to do. Not what I want to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? So the idea is that she's fighting for the iPhone. And I respect that because you can obviously see that she is. And by the way, it's not even about the iPhone because she can buy her own iPhone, guys. She got the money. Y'all hear these direct deposits? She got the money. This is just a gift. This is just a gift. This is just, you know, something that we want to do to make sure that we gift you guys, and you know, to say, hey, thank you for your hard work and your dedication, right? So that is very important to me. And I just want to make sure you guys keep that top of mind because we're about midway the month and a little bit more than midway the month. We're going into August now at this point. We got our team night coming up, and that's going to be in Philly, right? So look forward to that. We're going to roll that out in a major way. We all coming to Philly. Virginia going to be in Philly. New York going to be in Philly. Philly, we in Philly. And I'm super excited about that because I get a chance to see you guys in grandoso fashion. I look forward to always giving you guys awards, you know, and some praise in person at a live event, right? And then we want to make sure we scale these out where we can have guest speakers come, right? And I really want to make sure that you guys are getting enough good stuff inside of you, all right? So with that being said, guys, that does it for our weekly call. I love you all. I will speak to you guys soon. I'm fired up, motivated. Today, make sure that you get kick ass today. It's Friday. right? It's Friday. And for some of you guys, you might just say, all right, cool, man. You know, Friday's the end of the week for me because I don't really work on Saturdays. Okay. If you're underneath 5 sales, you need to stop telling yourself that. If you don't have at least $10,000 in your savings account, you need to stop telling yourself that. Because that is what? What type of mentality is that?
A bad one.
Yeah, definitely. Is it a fight or flighter, or are they a fighter?
Flight. You take a flight. You take a flight.
Hell yeah, you taking flight. And you can't keep doing that you can't keep doing that. You're taking flight so much that now you bringing others down. Because they watching you. Everybody got somebody that's looking up to them. Everybody. And I make sure that the people who look up to me, they constantly see me fighting. I'll grab my cell phone in a minute and walk you through how much I'm fighting. I'll jump on a conference call and share it all with you. Hey, we fighting. We got Verizon Wireless coming up, guys. That means that if people want to get a cell phone, right, instead of walking inside a Verizon Wireless store, they can go through us. We in demand. It's no better time than to be with Verizon right now. There's no better time than to be an independent contractor, a business owner. I put out a tweet yesterday on our company page. We are definitely inside of a recession, guys. You must do 2 things now at this point. You have to increase your income because you got to take care of your lifestyle. You can't complain about gas in the car, and you own a car. I can't complain about gas in the car. I need the gas to get where the hell I'm going. How I'm complaining about that? I can't. So now what I got to do, I got to man up. I got to make more money. Thank God you're at a company where you can give yourself a raise every day of the week. Second thing is you need to make more money so you can store more money away so that you can make other investments. It's very important that you guys are making other investments. I get it. You come here sometimes halfway in, halfway out. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? You're thinking of it as a temporary side gig. It's okay, but you got to take your side gig serious now. You got to take your side gig serious now. The same way you giving time and effort to something else, you got to give time and effort to this right here. When it rains, when it's hot, when it's cold, when it's sunny, it doesn't matter. Others are doing it. Don't complain. Stay close to the fire. You'll be fine. The overall idea is that you got to do those 2 things, and you got to do those things for yourself. Thank God we are a community that we're all doing it. Great. You can join us because we're a team of fighters, baby. Ain't nobody here taking flight. Ain't nobody here freezing. Not if I can help it. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Soon.